Hi everyone, I am going to explain the next experiment is the air blower. So how it is going to work, I'll explain. So the aim of the experiment is to find out the study of the performance of a centrifugal blower. What are the apparatus is a centrifugal blower test rig and motor digital tachometer and then manometer. And this is the experimental setup of air blower. So there will be a motor, and then there is an impeller has got a casing, and inside the casing so you will have number of turbine blades will be there. So that entire setup is nothing but impeller, and then that compressed so air will go to this static pitot tube. So and then so there will be different flow rates. That is a flow rate, static head, and pressure involute casing. So from this we will take the readings, and then one side the energy meter will be there. Energy meter will be rotating, and what is the time taken for the 5 revolutions of the energy meter, that will take it, and there will be on and off switch, and then so there will be a static head. Okay, so that value you will note it down. So this is the experimental setup of centrifugal blower. And the procedure what we have seen is input power 3 HP we have to take, and observe the light indicators on beneath the console, switch on the console mains on, switch on the instrumentation, keep the inlet and outlet valves fully open, and switch on the stator so that the motor speed builds up to the constant RPM, adjust the gate opening and maintain a static head, and note down the readings. So these are the readings that you need to take. The first one is blower speed flow, static head, the energy meter reading, casing pressure distribution. So these are the 4 different readings that you need to note down, and repeat the experiment for different heads, then switch off the motor and electric mains, and then tabulate the readings and draw the following characteristic curves. So specifications: area of the duct is 0.066 meter square, diameter of the duct, type of the impeller, maximum speed, motor capacity, electrical input. So these are the specifications we need to use for our calculations. And then this is the tabular column. So blower speed in RPM. So time taken for 2 revolutions of energy meter disc. So what is the time taken for 2 revolutions of the energy meter? You need to put it down. And then static head raise, H static in meters, and flow differential head of pitot tube, HF. The next one is input power, that is in kilowatts, volume flow rate of discharge meter cube per minute, static pressure rise of air, H static, and output power in kilowatts. The last and final is overall efficiency, eta naught. So for our calculations, the different formula that we use is input power IP is equal to N into 3600 divided by K into T. So this is from energy meter. So K is equal to 200, the constant value for energy meter, and T is the time taken. So N is equal to number of revolutions of energy meter disk, and K is the energy meter constant, that is 200 revolutions per kilowatt hour. So T is the time taken for N revolutions of energy meter. Next one is static head of air. H static is equal to rho W divided by rho A minus 1 into H static. Okay, rho W is the density of water, and rho A is the density of air, and H static. So we get the value from the tabular column. And there is a manometer reading, and H static head of air. So next one is velocity head of flow, that is HF is equal to HF into rho W by rho A minus 1 in terms of meters, where HF is equal to manometer reading, capital HF is equal to head of air. Next one is volume flow rate or discharge, Q is equal to CD into A into root 2 GHF. Next output power is WQH static divided by 1000, where W is equal to specific weight of water. The last one is efficiency, eta naught is equal to output by input into 100. Okay, so these are the graphs that we need to draw volume flow rate versus static head, volume flow rate versus efficiency. So after this we need to write the result. So this is all about the the experiment of this blower. So in calculation part, so we'll see how the calculation will be done.
Hi everyone, so today I am going to explain the performance of air blower. So this is the equipment, the apparatus of the air blower test rig. So you will have different RFIs meter, okay, and then pitot tube outlet, and then suction head manometer, this one, and pitot tube inlet. So this is the inlet and this is the outlet. This is suction head manometer and this RFIs meter readings. So all these things, these are the constant values of air blower. So density of air, what you are taking is this value. Coefficient of discharge of RF is 0.64. RF is diameter is given. Energy meter K is given. And motor efficiency 85% is given. So these are the specifications of this air blower. So what we are going to do in this experiment, with the help of this air blower, what is the performance of the air blower we are going to find out. How does it work and what is the performance in terms of percentage, we are going to calculate the air blower performance. For that experiment, what you are supposed to do is, so here there is a valve, okay, the reading, so there will be a rotating. So based on the requirement, so you have to turn it and fix it for one particular blower air velocity, okay. So that velocity, so you have to keep it and fix it. So the air starts flowing here. And then, so you have to check all the 4 readings, different readings. Air will be flowing in this, and then there will be a nozzle. There is an orifice meter is fixed here. So orifice meter, the value you have to take here. So this is the orifice meter. Air will be flowing through the orifice meter, and there is an inlet and there is outlet for this. So you have to find out the head of this orifice meter. So one thing you have to find out. Then again, so air is flowing like this, and here this is the pitot tube inlet. So pitot tube is a small orifice through which air flows. So this is the pitot tube inlet valve. So this is connected to this what you call U-tube manometer here. So here pitot tube inlet you can find out, and then on the same way pitot tube outlet also it is shown. So those readings also you have to take. And then head. So how much head it is showing. In this suction head manometer you can find out what is the suction head. So by taking all these readings, then what you are supposed to do is you have to check the energy reading. So already the energy meter reading is K is equal to 200 is given already, the fixed value. And then motor efficiency also is given 85%. So here what you have to do is, so this will be rotating. So now for 5 revolutions or 10 revolutions, what is how many rotations it is making? So you have to check. So again we have to take the stopwatch. So there will be a red mark when it is rotating. There will at one point of time there will be a red mark. So and then when it comes that red mark, you have to switch on the stopwatch. For 5 revolutions, for example, you can take for 5 revolutions or 10 revolutions. It's up to you. For example, 5 revolutions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that, for 5 revolutions, what is the time taken? So you have to note it down. Okay. So that value you have to take it down. So in this first trial, you have to take all those 4 readings, and then energy meter reading, you have to check it out. For the second trial, again, you have to increase the speed of the air which is flowing inside. So you have to set once again this valve and again fix it. So again water will be, the air will be flowing. So all these values will be changing. Okay, RFS meter, pitot tube outlet, pitot tube inlet, suction head manometer. All these values will be changing. At the same time, energy meter also the reading will be changing. So you have to take all the set of values once again. So like this, 2 trials and 3 trials and 4 trials you have to take it. So you have to see the variation, how it happening. So how it happens when the intensity of the air is flowing in the blower. And then we have a separate formula for that to find out the performance of the blower. So all these values you have to put it in the performance of the blower formula, and then you can calculate and you will get in terms of percentage. For example, so the performance of the blower around 85%, 60%, 65%, 70%. So in that way you can find out the performance of the blower. Okay, so this is how we will calculate. So thank you.
So hi everyone, today I am going to explain how to calculate this air blower experiment. So calculation part we will see. So this is the tabular column, suction head. In the suction head x1, x2. So this difference will give you HS, that is in terms of centimeters. Okay. Next one is pitot tube inlet head. So in that H1, H2 and the difference between these two. Next one is pitot tube outlet head. So again x1, x2 and then the difference between these two. Next one is orifice meter head x1, x2 and then orifice head HW will give you the orifice head. Next one is time taken for 4 revolutions of energy meter. So what is the time taken? With the help of stopwatch we will calculate, and then the remaining thing we will use this formula to find out. So next, that is Q, meter cube per kg, and then input that is in kilowatts, and then output in kilowatts. The last one is efficiency. So we are going to find out these things. So we'll see the calculation part. First we need to take this suction head, pitot tube inlet and pitot tube outlet head and orifice meter and time taken for 4 revolutions of energy meter. So till here we need to collect these readings from the experimental setup, and then we have to move for calculation part. So these are the specifications before we are doing the calculations. First one is orifice dia in terms of meters, and density of water, that is the density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube, density of air is 1.293 kg per meter cube, and diameter of orifice the value, and then energy meter constant is 200 revolutions per kilowatt hour, and then coefficient of discharge 0.64, and the motor efficiency is 85%. So now coming to this calculations, the HA is equal to, okay, so rho W into HW divided by rho A. So rho W is indicates density of water, HW head of water, rho A is density of air. So all these values we know. So if you substitute, so we will get around 3.724. Okay, so that in terms of meters you will get that value. And then so how to find out this rho A? So rho A is equal to rho A NTP. So how to get this RTP, like NTP into 273 divided by 273 plus T degrees Celsius, that is 31 degrees Celsius. So you are going to get this rho A in RTP. So the next one is we are going to find out this H A, that is HS plus HPI plus HP naught, so input and output. So with that you are going to get this HA. Then finally you are going to get this HM. So HM value is equal to 0.138, or the second reading 0.08. Okay, the next one is actual discharge. So actual discharge is equal to CD into A into root 2G HA. So substitute all the values and you will get this discharge is equal to 0.1232 meter cube per second. How to find out this area? A is equal to pi by 4 into T square. Next one is how to find out input. So input is equal to 360 divided by K into N divided by T. So into efficiency of motor. So 360 divided by K is equal to energy meter constant, that is 200, into small n number of revolutions of energy meter, that is 4, divided by time taken for 4 revolutions, that is 81.88 seconds, into so efficiency of motor 0.85. If you substitute the input value is 0.0747 kilowatts. So for different values you will get, so sometimes you will get 1.022 kilowatts and 1.12 kilowatts. So these are the different input values. And we will go for output. So output formula is W cube HT divided by 1000. So W is found out with the help of rho A into G. So the remaining values and also values you know. So then you will find out the output. So output of the different values. Next, HD is equal to HM into rho W divided by rho A. So with this you will find out the HD value. And if you substitute, you will get output values in, at the range of 0.053, 0.099 and 0.1076. These are different values. And then total efficiency, eta T is equal to output by input into 100. So output by input into 100 you will get somewhere around 7.15%, or the total efficiency 9.68%. So these are the different values that you will get. This is the range of total efficiency. So this is how you find out the total efficiency of a centrifugal blower. Thank you very much.